Happy Friday, Tigers. It's October 28th, and thanks for watching TigerVision News. I'm Jada.
And I'm Kierra.
This is a reminder that, as always, FCA and Teens for Christ will be meeting in the old gym at lunch today. Everyone is welcome.
Now, if you'll please join us for a moment of silence.
Would you please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag? Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This broadcast is brought to you by Armstrong Bank, Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Zomax School of Music, G&H Outdoor Services, Reaction Wraps, Tiger's Den, Tiny Tots Child Care Center, Bowden Pest Control, Compass Counseling Services, Dr. Debbie Coy and Dr. Kimberly DeRosset, Focus Health Solutions at Fort Gibson Medical Clinic, Fort Gibson Chiropractic, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth & Cohen, Studio 918, and Walker Family Dentistry.
Our Royal Regiment traveled to Ozark Mountain Marching Festival in Missouri last weekend and took first place in their class. High music, high visual, best percussion, and was third place overall in the finals. Great job, you all had a great season.
You have one more chance to see the band perform at halftime of the football game tonight. They will present their annual light show, so make sure you come out and see our award-winning band light up with flashlights, Christmas lights, and glow sticks.
The Fall Book Fair is here. You can shop at the fair now through Monday, October 31st. All purchases benefit our school.
Applications for Muskogee Youth Leadership are available in high school office.
Seniors, if you are interested in senior ads in the yearbook, you must have it purchased by next Friday, November 4th. See Mrs. Harrison or a yearbook staff member if you have questions.
Also, seniors, don't forget to stop in the library to sign the senior signature page for the yearbook. Don't get out of class to do this, just sign it in between classes.
Well, the weather is changing and we all know what that means. Flu shots. Next week, students district-wide will be able to get their flu shots here at a school clinic. You will be given a couple of forms to have signed and must be returned signed to be able to get your shot.
Okay, enough talk about those shots. Let's see how the weather will be tonight's game and for the weekend.
Today looks comfortable with highs in the upper 60s and a slight chance of precipitation. Saturday looks a little damp with 60% chance of storms and highs in the lower 60s. Sunday will be dry with a little chilly with highs topping out around 64. On Halloween, Monday, the temps will be nearly perfect with highs in the lower 70s. Each day next week gradually becomes a little warmer with no rain in sight. Low temps will be in the 50s and highs looking to be in the 70s. Thanks to News on 6 for providing this week's weather graphic. We will be right back after a message from one of our sponsors.
Family. It's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
And now let's find out what's going on in the fort and around the world.
In the area, a group of nurses who work at the Jack C. Montgomery VA Medical Center in Muskogee are being recognized for being the best in the state. This year, our very own Fort Gibson alumni and Fort Gibson 7th grader Zaid Fast's mom, Brett Fast, was one of the 100 great nurses. Congratulations, Brett. Thank you for serving on the front lines of the medical field while serving our veterans.
In the state, the Oklahoma Hall of Fame is hosting an artist reception for Oklahoma Genocide Massacre at Ouachita River. Oklahoma Genocide Massacre at Ouachita River explores the history of the Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes. The gallery will be open from November 3rd to December 15th at the Oklahoma Hall of Fame.
In the nation, Emmy winner Leslie Jordan, actor, comedian, and musician known for his roles in Will and Grace and American Horror Story and for his uplifting pandemic Instagram videos, died after a car crash Monday in Hollywood, California. Mr. Jordan was 67 years old.
In the world, this is a strange story to many. An Iranian hermit known as the world's dirtiest man has died at the ripe age of 94, just months after taking his first bath in decades. He was known by the locals as Uncle Haji. Haji passed away Sunday in the village of Desgah. For decades, he avoided fresh food and believed that if he cleans himself, he will get sick. Locals in the area all treated him and his condition with respect, but a few months ago, villagers successfully gave Haji a wash. He was unmarried, and his funeral was held Tuesday.
I would not recommend that type of hygiene to anyone, especially you middle school boys out there. Make sure you take your showers, brush your teeth, and wear deodorant as needed.
Now this next story is just in time for Halloween. It's not the jump scare type of October stories, but one that could make you feel a little uncomfortable if you happen to be in the wrong place at the right time.
Do you believe in Bigfoot? I don't know what that was. Anyway, Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, is a giant ape-like creature that some people believe roams in North America. It is described as having hair all over its body and massive feet, as the name suggests. While Bigfoot is normally seen in the mountains of Washington, there have been reports of sightings all over the country, including right here in Oklahoma. As early as 1884, the British colonist newspaper in Victoria, Canada, published an account of a gorilla-type creature captured in the area. Doug Brandon, an avid Bigfoot believer, attended the Bigfoot Festival in Hanoba, Oklahoma last year.
Yeah, that's the first time I'd ever even been to this little town. And they hold it at a, kind of a church campground. And so everybody camps out, gets together, in the evenings around the campfire and just talks, and different people get up and explain what they know or what they saw. And it's just a neat time. A lot of really neat people, but during the day on Friday and during the day on Saturday, you can pay $10 and go in and listen to all of the speakers, and these are the cryptozoologists and a lot of people I had seen on TV that had booths set up with pictures and, casting of footprints and that kind of thing. So, yeah, one of the best stories was from a guy that I knew in Tahlequah. And he was driving in from Arkansas way up in the middle of the morning, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And at the bottom of Eldon Hill, which is east of Tahlequah on 62, well, he kind of came around a curve and saw something reaching over into one of those big, deep dumpsters. And he pulled off the road and just drove toward it, shining his lights on it, and it stood up out of the dumpster. He said it had to be 8 or 9 foot tall, and it kind of looked at him. He saw its eyes and face and everything, and then it turned and just run out in the woods,
With the amount of sightings yet mystery surrounding this creature, whether he exists or not is truly up to personal belief. However, if you ever see something big roaming through the woods, who knows? It might just be our big, hairy friend. This is Seth Griffin reporting for TigerVision News.
Hey Tiger Nation, congratulations to our girls cross country team as they become the first in school history to qualify for the state meet as a team. Members are Sophie Ellis, Grace Parker, Stephanie Hickman, Savannah Bebo, Liliana Perez, Addison Allred, and Elizabeth Parker. Big congrats to Cooper Glasgow as he qualified individually from our boys cross country team. Last Thursday, our football team played a hard-fought game against Ada with the final score being 47-7. Tonight, our Tigers play Salisal here at the Leo with kickoff set for 7. We will also be celebrating senior night before the game, and the Fort Gibson Royal Regiment will perform the annual light show at halftime. Senior night will take place before the game at 6:15. If you're unable to attend the final home game of the season, TigerVision will be streaming senior night along with the football game and our annual Royal Regiment Light Show online at fortgibsontigers.tv. Our 6th grade basketball teams opened their season last week competing in the Gore tournament. The 6th grade Lady Tigers came in 2nd place and the Tigers finished in 4th. Our Lady Tigers varsity basketball team went to Jinx this past Tuesday for a friendly scrimmage, and from what I heard, it went very well. We are looking forward to seeing how ball teams do on the court starting next month. Our Tiger swim teams and wrestling teams will also begin their season next month as well. It is an exciting time for our winter sports teams as they put together their final touches on before competition begins. As always, we wish best of luck to all of our Tigers and Lady Tigers. We will be right back.
Zomac School of Music is Eastern Oklahoma's largest music school and music store. Zomac has a huge selection of instruments including top brands like Pearl drums, PRS guitars, and saxophones, pianos, trumpets, violins, and much more. We also rent and sell school band instruments. Zomac has 19 professional music teachers and 400 students per week. We offer lessons on over 20 instruments. We're open Monday through Saturday. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Zomac School of Music.
Welcome back. Before we go, we have a new segment to share on TigerVision News that we hope you will find lighthearted, humorous, and quite corny. Aidan, take it away.
Hey Dad, this one's for you. What's a dad joke, you ask? It's that grown-worthy, pun-laden, can't help but laugh type of humor that dads are best at delivering. Dad jokes are both beloved and despised, but what makes a dad joke different from a regular pun? I believe the signature of a dad joke is utterly uncool. So what's your favorite dad joke?
Why do dads take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing?
Why?
Just in case they get a hole in one.
Do you know what you call 10 blondes on the bottom of a pool?
What?
An air bubble. What do you call 10 blondes standing ear to ear?
What?
Wind tunnel.
Those dads got jokes. After listening to that, I would come to the conclusion that I will now need a day to myself. I'll call it Sunday with an O. I'm Aidan Noblet, and this has been Dad Jokes.
Well, that was something, wasn't it?
Wow. Thanks, Aidan. Can't wait to see next week's installment of Dad Jokes.
In case you didn't know, there was only one more week remaining in our first trimester. Keep working hard and finish strong in all your classes.
Thank you, Tigers, for watching this week's edition of TigerVision News. I'm Kierra.
And I'm Jada. Have a happy Halloween, and we'll see you back here next week for more TigerVision News.